TikTok is destroying a generation. What y'all think? Y'all think this is true? TikTok destroying the generation?
Let's discuss TikTok, because I believe that the app is verifiably impacting almost an entire generation of the human species in a decidedly negative way. Before getting started, I want to go on a bit of a tangent here. September 22nd, 2020, I posted a video to the channel titled Why I Hate TikTok. Now, ordinarily, this would have just been like any other video, but this time, it actually wasn't. When posting content on YouTube, there is a number of different viewership patterns that can occur. The most common format is a large initial spike and then eventual plateau when the content has been viewed by your subscriber base, subsequently dropping out of algorithmic favorability afterwards. That's the most common format for this channel in particular, and for many others on the platform as well. However, the most common format is not always the most desirable. The best viewership pattern is usually called evergreen content, and it occurs when a video becomes embedded in the algorithm and ranks highly enough in popular search terms or general browse features to continue gaining traction over time in a very reliable way. This type of content is effectively the holy grail for us creators because it can result in hundreds of thousands or millions of views over the span of years. Some of my Red Dead Redemption 2 guides way back in the day achieved this level of indexing and are now crossing the multi-million view threshold with reliable results for the past 36 months at least. Making content that achieves this level of tenacity is not exactly easy or predictable, and for me personally, it's only happened a handful of times. One of those times was September 22nd, 2020. The video I posted, the video titled Why I Hate TikTok, pushed beyond my average view count on the channel and continues even now to
Bro.
I got $1,000 for 300K views.
Hey, yo, he's confusing me, bro. I thought we were going to talk about how TikTok is being destroyed. He's talking about how his channel is working and his videos going up. Yeah, like, what does that correlate to TikTok, though?
Normally, I wouldn't even notice, but over the past few weeks, a variety of different factors have aligned, which made me realize why that occurred and spurred me to once again discuss the topic, this time defining why I believe that TikTok is effectively a viral form of societal poison, and it is well on its way to destroying an entire generation. It all starts with the advent of internet dominance. Early stage internet usage and functionality was largely relegated to scientific research, military-industrial projects, and fail-safe protections during the Cold War, but in the early 1980s, something changed. At the start of 1983, a new protocol was established, TCP/IP, which allowed different kinds of computers on different networks to communicate with each other. This is widely regarded as the unofficial birth of the modern internet age, and this fundamental building block is what allowed nearly everything else we know today to become possible. The internet became a staple of modern life: commerce, accounting, security, entertainment, all of it. But in tandem to these utility-driven industries, there was a social aspect. Early examples like 6 Degrees or Friendster paved the way for superior projects like Facebook to arise in 2004. As of 2021, there were an estimated 4.6 billion internet users on planet Earth, and 4.1 billion of those users use social media. Further stats can be found that describe user habits, such as the staggering revelation that users who participate on social media platforms utilize, on average, over 6 different options in their daily lives. Average daily usage time is over 2 hours, and if someone began their social media journey at age 16, for example, using the platforms until...
I ain't gonna lie to you. Him talking right now and saying these things probably is probably important, but like at the same time, for me, this is how it sounds like, bro. I see this percentages and whatnot. It's just like
they would spend nearly 6 years of their life.
Like, yo, that many people.
One crucial idea. Social media has become an integrated part of our lives, and when the average user, one of over 4 billion people, is spending more time on social media than they do eating or drinking combined on a daily basis, it signifies that this activity has become something larger than a simple hobby. Social media, on average, again, has become a primary piece of our very existence. Why does this matter? Simply put, it matters because of the detrimental effects.
I ain't gonna lie. That is true, but I feel like I'm glad because at this point, me using social media as like my main desire because it correlates to what I do. If the social media collapse, I'ma still be fine, bro. I'ma still be vibing. Simple. This stuff that's tough for the folks that like integrate like that. If social media's gone, how they gonna function? They're not gonna function the same. They're gonna be weakened. They're gonna be like this right here. That's done right here. That's what was done. Shut down for like even a 5 minutes. This how they gonna act, bro.
Yeah.
Scientists in Denmark observed that collective hashtag longevity was steadily decreasing. In a study titled Accelerating Dynamics of Collective Attention, it was discovered that the average duration of a hashtag's trending dominance in the top 50, for example, had decreased from 17.5 hours to 11.9. This alone does not constitute definitive proof that our attention spans are shrinking, but in a further study titled Abundance of Information Narrows Our Collective Attention Span, that connection was well established and properly examined. Social media was contributing, and is contributing, to a reduction in average attention span.
I have a goal. We should all have this goal as like a team goal. I feel like our team goal should be, when we lure our supporters, right? We lure them in and they like our content and stuff. We should definitely spike that attention span up.
Tell them to uninstall TikTok on their phone.
Yeah, and be like, go watch, you know what I'm saying, these videos and stuff to help them with their mental, because I feel like that's because of their mental, but the mental, why they attention span is so short, bro.
That's very important to understand because a low average attention span can come with a variety of risk factors. Poor academic performance, communication struggles and relationship difficulties, or neglected health as a result of one's inability to practice reliable habits. These problems are not universal, but they absolutely do exist, and they're not alone. Social media is lowering our attention span, which has various negative consequences, but how is that bad enough to deserve such an explosive video title? Here's why. In 2021, Curtin University published research indicating that individuals with a short attention span are at a significantly higher risk for psychological distress and related mental health issues as a result of high social media usage. This research delved into the idea of attention control impacting one's resistance to advertising, among other things, just as one example.
This is the top people. Those are Karens, Chads fall into this category. Menaces to society fall into this category. Folks that are toxic, fat category of the L column in life.
And highlighted how those with a decreased attention span were susceptible to increased emotional manipulation, unattainable ideals, and exacerbated feelings of depression or anxiety as a result of the content that they watched. However, this is a wider concept stretching beyond TikTok alone, so why is the focus primarily there, at least for this video? The best explanation is that TikTok has a remarkable ability to influence youth behavior. In June of 2021, research began to emerge about how tics, as in facial tics or behavioral tics, were spreading through the platform, and a few months later, medical research began to appear indicating that there had been a dramatic rise in tic-like behavior, physical behavior, for young females during the COVID pandemic. This dramatic rise coincides directly with a viral trend on TikTok, where users were displaying their behavioral tics in everyday situations. TikTok is proven to be capable of impacting youth behavior in a significant way, and in my previous video I focused on scams, disgusting trends, or child predation even, but I realized that the actual problem is much more broad. The functionality of TikTok is designed for rapid digestion. Videos are short, between 15 and 60 seconds, though users tend to watch even just a much smaller segment of that already condensed format. The application spurs tremendous engagement, and users are spending, on average, over 80 minutes at least per day on this one platform alone. From the very beginning, it was marketed at children. The founders understood their primary demographic and targeted them very effectively, more recently even being hit with widespread legal action in Europe over their hidden initiatives to target minors on the platform for various challenges and advertising. Most importantly, in late December of 2021, according to Cloudflare, TikTok officially surpassed Google as the most visited domain.
There was a porn ad in the... there was literally a porn ad in the middle of his thing, his research. That is tough.
Conceptually, that is alarming because Google, maintaining its dominance for an extended period of time, is a portal to nearly every other popular website in existence. Yet TikTok, as a domain name, surpassed even the utility of finding other content through a search engine in popularity. Not to mention the existence of Google Maps, Google Photos, email, news, etc., which are all factored into that calculation. TikTok boasts over 1 billion users. Its primary traffic is contained right now to the United States for the moment, but it operates globally with a rapidly growing footprint. Recently even including a widespread threat of violence in the United States. The trends...
My man, look at this down bad individual. He's actually Alexa, what is love, man? Alexa's not gonna tell you. You gonna need to do some research, you goofy. This goofy, man.
It's a plea for children to stay home from school in mid-December because there might be something going on, and evolved to include bomb threats and other inflammatory content, triggering an actual police response all across the entire country, which equates to a legitimate, measurable, and significant waste of resources. TikTok trends and activity challenges have included things like the blackout challenge, where children were tasked with holding their breath until they fainted. There was the penny
The blackout challenge, is that still going on? I hope not. I hope that's not still going on, bro. That's crazy.
Including 63% of American teenagers ages 12 to 17 actively using the platform. All of this ignores other fundamental problems with the app, like an unregulated and highly sexualized environment that awards behavior that any good parent would rightly condemn. But
that's ironic. Look at how the woman down there, her reaction. It matches what he was talking about.
And highly sexualized environment that awards behavior that any good parent would rightly condemn. But rather than talking mostly about specifics this time, I want to focus on the more intrinsic dangers of this platform, because TikTok has become the most popular digital environment on earth.
That's true, bro. I literally be seeing almost everyone that I know knows about TikTok, bro. And the people that I see that be on TikTok, that I know they be on TikTok. Like you can hear the TikTok. You can hear someone's on TikTok too. Like I'm like,
when it comes to engagement, and that engagement is a self-reinforcing spiral of negative effects. And on TikTok entirely is automatically bad, but it means that browsing the website for upwards of an hour or 2 hours every single day can become an actual danger to the mental and physical health of our children. In the end, decisions about TikTok are obviously up to the individual, but I find myself maintaining a stance that it is, by far, the most harmful social media platform on the planet and is actively destroying a generation for numerous different but equally severe reasons. That's it. If you want to support, there are links down below. I'm pushing for Patreon and locals to become the primary income stream for
that stuff was wild, bro. This is a W though. That was a dub in the books. Again, that was crazy too. Like with the things that I just saw, the numbers he pulled up. I was like, dang. Bruh.